Good morning all. In today's lecture, let us discuss about consequence of uncertainty principle. The most important consequence of uncertainty principle is that it is impossible to determine the wave and particle properties exactly at a time or simultaneously, exactly at a same time. It is impossible to determine the wave and particle properties exactly at a same time. So according to complementary principle, says that wave and particle are complementary in nature. Wave and particle aspects of matter and light, both matter and light, are complementary rather than contradictory. Okay, they are complementary in nature. Now let us see whether they are complementary in nature or not. So that let us consider a small example. Here we are doing some double slit experiment. Okay, right? We are doing some double slit experiment. Here there is a screen. Okay, here there is a screen, and this screen consists of some photoelectric cells. Okay, this screen consists of some photoelectric cells. Now let us assume that the light has entered this, is incident on this double slit arrangement. The light has incident on this double slit arrangement. Now the light is diffracted. Okay, the light is diffracted from these in such a way. The light is diffracted from these double slit and produce some diffraction pattern. So this is the diffraction experiment by the light by taking double slit. Now let us see. Okay, now let us see how we can prove that the wave and particle are complementary to each other rather than contradictory. So first, here we are saying that this screen consists of some photoelectric cells. Now the light is incident on this double slit arrangement and it is diffracted. So these are diffracted waves. Okay, so these are nothing but diffracted waves, you think. These are diffracted waves. Okay, now here light means what? Nothing but photon, right? Light means nothing but photon. Okay, so photon means what? It will be, we know that it is having particle nature. Now we are saying that on screen consists of some photoelectric cells, no? So now these photoelectric cells responds to these photons, because light is nothing but the photon, and photoelectric cells responds only response for these photons. Okay, responds to the photons which is having particle nature. Now let us see how many this each cell, how many photons it is counting. Okay, let us see that each cell how many photons it is counting. Now, by taking the count of photons by these cells and location of the cell, and if we plot a graph, so how we are plotting a graph? By taking the count of photons by each cell, photoelectric cell and location of cell. If we draw or plot a graph, then we see some wave-like nature. We see some wave-like natured graph. Right? I think you understood the concept. Here, photoelectric cells are on this screen. This screen consists of photoelectric cells, and these photoelectric cells responds to the photon. Now what we are doing? Photon means particle in nature. Now what we are doing? We are plotting a graph between the number of photons counted by the cells versus location of cell. Then how we got the graph? Graph is like some wave nature. Okay, graph is in some like a wave nature we got. So what it says? So it says that light is having particle nature. So photoelectric cells responded. And when we drawn the graph, we got wave nature, means light is having wave nature also. But here what happened? We are doing the experiment by diffraction property. Means our experiment is to know about the wave nature. So only we are finding the wave nature. And in that process, particle nature is hidden. Okay, in that process, particle nature is hidden. Similarly, if we talk about the particle nature only, or do the experiments related to the particle nature only, then wave nature will be hidden. But here the light has both particle as well as wave nature. This experiment has proved that it has both particle as well as wave nature. But what happens when we concentrate on particle nature? Wave nature will be hidden. When we concentrate on wave nature, particle nature is hidden. But these two natures are essential to explain the complete properties and characteristics of matter as well as light. So we can say that particle and wave nature are complementary to each other rather than contradictory. So this is the consequence of uncertainty principle. Thank you.